Good evening, Riv here, and tonight we're trying a new game called The Hunter, Call of the Wild. As you can see, this is on the Epic Games Store. It was a free game late last year sometime. I don't remember when. It's been sitting in my collection for a while now, and I thought I'd give it a try. So it is a hunting game. It is the base game. If you wanted to read the description here, you can just pause the video and have a bit of a read through it. There is a lot of DLC that you can add to it. Additional bundles, optional extras, and you can see the Australian prices there. I haven't played this game before. I have seen that the Hunter has quite a lot of games. There have been quite a lot of games in the past. Let's load it up and have a look. Okay, so here we are in the game. I'll just briefly show you the settings. Display, running max resolution, graphics, everything's on the highest it will go. I don't like motion blur, so I generally always turn that off. Audio, I've turned the music off. Music 90%, the sound effects at 90. I may turn that down depending on how loud it is. Key bindings, haven't really adjusted anything here, but there are quite a few of them. I did change the jump to my mouse thumb button. I don't like space for a jump. And yeah, all that's still the same. There's a lot of options here, so most of that will probably come after playing it for a little while and adjusting things that I don't like. And a few different character options. That'll do it. These look like the areas that you're going to be hunting in, potentially. I'm just going to start. Okay, that's a DLC. It would be good if it actually told you that. Seriously? Let's just go back. Layton, that would have to be one that you start the game with. Okay, a little bit of a notice on the reserves that you can hunt in would be good.
You made it here in one piece. Welcome to the untamed wild. Name's Colton Locke, but everyone calls me Doc. I'm the warden up here, and I know just about every nook and cranny of this place. I heard this is your first time in the Pacific Northwest and Lake District. Well, this here's the best hunting reserve you'll find in 100 miles. I've been hunting here my whole life, and I still don't get tired of this place.
Graphics look pretty good.
Go ahead, look around. There's a lot to discover around here. Not just the big game. Let's see what you can do. Try to find an animal track around here.
So there is an auto walk. Just gonna have a look at the graphics. And the run key is the hold breath. Well, that's a lot of movement. Even when holding your breath. Okay. We have a compass down there. I can see in the bottom right corner the noise indicator. Not sure what the middle one is yet. I go into crouch, then into prone. Not making any noise. Okay, so the middle one might be your physical height. When I'm standing up, it's a circle. Running doesn't change. Into crouch, it's a small oval. Into prone, line with a small semicircle under it. The compass with the green light, the green line, I'm not sure if that's wind. So they would smell anything south of me would smell me. Not sure yet.
There. Use your binoculars to get a closer look.
Don't know what that is, some kind of spray. Animal caller. What that is. Can't read what that says on the side. Okay. I'd say a small pistol for close quarters, but that's a big pistol. I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me exactly what that is. The revolver, the Magnum 45? I'm not sure. Oh, that's a shotgun.
Be sure to aim for its vital organs. Heart and lung shots mean quicker kills, less painful.
It would be cool to know if you can change the cartridge,
Gentle
the
now.
shell.
Take a deep breath to steady your aim.
That does not seem like it would be good from that range, unless it's more of a slug or a I'm not sure the terminology, but the shells that have larger pellets but less pellets in the shell, and I'm not sure what that rifle is. I would guess it's not a large caliber, like a 303. Looks too big to be a 22. It'd just be cool if you could bring out like an RPG, an inventory, so you could see what you've got on you. Had to turn its head at the last second. Avoid foliage to keep quiet. The noise meter. Yeah, and we already indicated.
You know, I spotted some tracks earlier, close to where you're at right now. I'll send the coordinates.
Reload. Yep. Alright, so it's going that way. So I will start by saying I'm not a hunter. I have gone hunting, not serious hunting, but I have been out with my father and a friend on a couple of occasions. But it's never been like this, walking through the bush.
The underbrush can be a bit noisy this time of year. If an animal hears you approaching, you better believe it'll turn tail and run. Or worse.
Yeah, I did read that there are aggressive animals like wolves and pigs. I think some of the DLC might even open up things like bears and the big cats. That looks like the scat. I think they call the poo. Okay, so
Sounds
that's
like
some
Richard's
of
gonna need a helping hand.
that was some of the options where you can change the colours.
Sorry, we got this full-blown survivalist fella living out here all year round. Richard Hope. He got in a bit of trouble, it seems. I can fill you in on the details later.
Let's see what the hotkey is for the binoculars. There we go. Oh, that's a bear up there.
There are times when you'll want to be moving fast out here, but not when on a hunt. The animals will hear you coming a mile away.
And so number one's the rifle.
Stay low when you're stalking an animal.
Two's a
Avoid
shotgun.
being seen.
3 should be the pistol. 4 the binoculars. Different lures. That's a fox. Okay. What that is. Some kind of repellent, I would guess. Your tablet. I think that was too short. Too far to the right. Cannot see him, so potentially. Now that bear is still there, but the other deer is gone. I guess I don't have to worry about animals.
Listen, did you hear that? Calls are really helpful when locating an animal.
So I guess I don't have to worry about alerting any animals to my presence because I just fired a shot. And black bear. Still up there. I'll get the binoculars and check. 4. Alright, so the black bear looks like he's gone over the edge. Oh, no, there he is. Alright, so there is a rating, 6 hard. And is that like a level 7 in the top right corner? Not sure. Something else there. There's another deer. Let's see if I can scare this one away.
It's bleeding, so that's a hit. Follow the blood trail to find it.
Right
Shouldn't have
between the
gone
eyes.
far.
Up, down again. He's come back. And rain too. Nice rain effects. Can't hold your breath too steady. No, you won't if your heart rate is too high. Okay. I think the black bear is gone. And I think that's two different animals. That one's gone up there. I think that first animal I shot in the clearing would have been a miss, otherwise I wouldn't have got the alert for the first hit on that last animal. I'd say the blue one is the first one, and the white one is the one that I've injured. It's gone up there. I think I may need to go and do whatever that was over there. Just go and have a quick look, because that could be part of a tutorial quest. So, what am I supposed to be doing here? Looks like a fog rolling in. The graphics are quite nice. There is a lot of vegetation and a lot of animals. I did notice a bird flying over to the right when I was going up that hill. Just going to check the... oh, hang on, here we go. Inventory. The roe deer cooler, deer bleat cooler, predator jackrabbit cooler. All predators, okay. Scent eliminator, that's what the spray was. Scopes. Okay, now it's a 12 gauge buckshot, okay. Foxes, deers. Not sure what that third animal is. That'll be wolves on the fourth. A wild boar, I'm going to guess. Can you change that ammo? You probably have to buy it in like a lodge, a store of some type. That's a 357 Magnum. Okay. That wouldn't be a silencer on the end of it. Ranger 243, alright. There's ammo. Skills and perks. Alrighty. It looks like it has quite a bit of depth to it. I thought it would be more of a, not an action game because it would be slow progress, but I didn't think it would have skills and perks like an RPG. Okay, and you can buy a lodge to display your trophies. You can put waypoints in. Previously spotted, black-tailed deer. How big is this? Okay, it is quite large. And these will be those other zones. Lookout towers. Assuming that's more here for expansions. That's the black bear I spotted. Black-tailed deer, black-tailed deer. So these green icons must just be for animals that you spot with the binoculars. Okay, I will... This a waypoint. It's nowhere near where I put it. Waypoints are not accurate. Oh. I believe he's coming towards us. If this was an action game, you'd probably have a machine gun and just open up into his butt. But, I like to play games for the immersion, so I'm going to wait for an opportunity to get a headshot. I would say going up to the side. I should be going for something easier like a deer, but you know, there's a bear in there. The foliage animation is pretty cool, flattening it out. And you actually step up and over logs. I can't step over it in the crouch position. Oh, he's getting up over it now. Pay attention to the wounded bear. Reload that. Oh, it's actually left the path flattened too. That's cool. Unnecessary for the game, I would imagine, but a nice addition. I'm keeping the pistol out just because it's more of a medium range close combat. If something comes running out of the bush, you know, I can quickly open up and fire at them. The rifle, not so much. Shotgun, yes. That's not too bad. Okay, that's the deer that went down there. I wonder if the animal AI is accurate. Like wild boars will hide down low into brush until you get really close, or startle them, and then they come running out. Okay, it's just tree sway. I think I'm going to head up here to the ridgeline. I think that deer I wounded is, I don't know if the animals will bleed out, or if it's just run off. I don't know if animals despawn once they get a certain distance from you. Very old, okay. Trotted off that way, so trot is not a walk and not a run. It's like a jog. Having some troubles walking up here. Can put the pace on and run up a little bit. That does make a lot more noise, so not something you'd want to be doing a lot. There's a ranger tower over there, lookout tower. Bird? It is a bird. A pigeon or something. Dove. Now the bear did go into the bushlands up here. I don't want to be getting in close if I can avoid it. Train lines? A friend of mine is a bit of a hunter himself, and whenever we go out camping, we'll be out there looking round through the hills or trees or whatnot, and he'll get this, what was that? And he'll just look at something and go, oh, that's a goat or something like that, and you're like, I can't see anything there, and point out a little spot off in the distance, and I'm starting to see that now. You're always looking for that tiny bit of movement. That would indicate that there's something around. Now, I am assuming that there is a 24-hour day-night cycle. So I'm not sure what's going to happen when nighttime comes around. If you can get up into the lookout tower and sleep through the night. There is a headlight, so yeah, you should be able to go night hunting. If you can actually shoot the birds. Okay. I've shot a deer, I've shot a bear, and I'm off looking at the landscape and wondering if I can shoot birds. just remembered that I could be coming up on a wounded bear, so crouching. Crouching would be a really good idea. I know in a lot of action games, when you bring up the iron sights or a scope, it's perfectly still. There's no bullet drop. It's very arcade oriented, whereas this is aiming a lot more at the simulation. So standing up, you would expect a lot of weapon sway into a crouch. Thunderstorm, okay. Crouch, you would expect a bit of weapon sway. Prone, you would expect to be minimal with a weapon sway. Still a bit of it there. I wonder if you can get a bipod. Probably need to go to your lodge to buy all that kind of stuff. Or get it as a skill or a perk, or it'll be locked some way. I'm going to have a look through all these perks and skills. It actually doesn't look there's many of them. Okay, and you'd have to go through the tiers. All that for another episode though, or off camera more likely, so I don't bore you guys to death. Many years ago, there was a game I did play. It was a hunting game, but it was a dinosaur hunting game. I can't remember the layout for it, but I think it was something involving space. You would fly to this other planet, and they Jurassic Park the planet and populated it with various dinosaurs, and you'd have to hunt them. And it was there were predatorial dinosaurs there as well, which you'd have to watch out for. White-tailed deer trotting off that way. Alright, I think I'm going to leave the bear for the time being. I'm going to try and follow these trails a bit, see if I can actually bag something before we call it quits for the day. But, weather effects are good, landscape is good, weapon feels pretty good. I haven't fired a 243 before. I fired a 22, a 202, 22 the small round, as well as a 22 SLR, a 202, a 12 gauge over under shotgun, which is basically this. The barrels on the top and bottom rather than side by side. Trying to keep aware of my surroundings while I'm talking. There's another trail there. Okay, so it's walking now. And I think that's about the extent of my weapon knowledge. I do have a shooting range not far from my house, and I went there many years ago, and you could just rent out a rifle. I don't remember what it was, because it was 15 odd years ago. Still walking. We'll get into a crouching position. So the top right hand corner, the number 4, I'm not sure what that means. If anyone knows, feel free to comment. I wonder if you can see what the range is on these. Doesn't have an effective range. I'll probably keep the pistol out because it would have a longer range than the shotgun. Very old scat. Another animal's tracks over there. Hey. Did I not see that? I could take it out with a pistol. Should have gone for the rifle. If I get that close again to another animal, I think I might try the shotgun and just see. That's a blood splatter. And just see if I can gauge the range of the weapon. So now I think on the compass that would indicate that the wind is blowing that way, so it's going to smell me coming.
Keep track of where the wind is blowing. Animals will pick up your scent easily if they're downwind from you.
Bleed rate very low, okay. It is going this way. I did see in the perks you can skill up into that. It reduces that arc, so you get a more accurate direction. And I'm pretty sure these, yeah, that's the same blue color. These. No, it was only in the butt, but that wasn't very far away. Non-vital organ hit, I missed that. Just now. So bleed rate is medium. Got a lot of poos. That's running. That's it through the bush. Okay. Dead. Looks like it's dead.
If you want to get your bearings, there are lookout points spread out all over the reserve.
That's a class 4. Alright. If you have insufficient funds, you can save this house until you can afford to taxidermy it. Okay. 40 kilo, red brown, factor it for 1.2 Ks, trivial. Trophy type none, trophy organs none. No vital organs hit, yep. It's like the shot went through the back of the neck. That'll be the pistol. Flesh wound. And then the shotgun to the butt, yep. Okay, so that's some pretty good information there. Flesh wound to the neck, to the pistol. I wasn't quite sure if it hit, but I thought it was pretty close. It would be fairly sure that it was a hit. But yeah, it looks like it's just gone through the back of the neck. And then this one here, flesh, pelvis, sacrum, and caudal, spinal cord, intestines. No, that's not a humane way of killing a deer. 175 coins, 40 XP. Muscle checks to get optimal metal. Okay, so it needs to be a vital organ to get a trophy. I'm not worried about saving it. I will leave that.
There's no shortage of ways to earn money as a hunter. No shortage of ways to spend it either.
A locker at an outpost. How do you go to an outpost? Lookout. Just where we started. $1,000 cash, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure where you're supposed to go. Where the outposts are to upgrade. Probably can't do anything yet, but I just wanted to go and have a look. Lookout point tutorial. Okay, well there's your quest marker. Here's our lookout point. Lookout was up there. I'm going to just run up to the lookout just to have a look, and then I'm probably going to wrap the episode up. And then I might have a little bit of an explore around myself and read up on the perks and the skills, and hopefully not get eaten by a bear while I'm running to the outpost. Let's try and place a waypoint. Let's not. And yeah, how do you get out of your hunt? Do you need to go back down to the water's edge? And you I would say the lookout would be the way to go. Give you an option to leave.
Getting your feet moving, I see. Just remember to take a breather before shooting anything.
Uh-huh. It'd be good if we could get up the top there and just have a good look around as well, because this area looks huge, and it would be really cool if you could get up onto that mountain over there. You wouldn't be able to get up to those ones, but yeah, getting up there and doing a full explore, and potentially getting like quad bikes or something just to help you get around faster. Gonna have a look at the old Outback Dunnies. Attention to detail is pretty good. And I'm not seeing the same tree repeated over and over. Even though they are the same kind of tree, those two and those two, those three there, they don't look the same. So well done on that. I don't know how many models they would have for each individual tree type. This is cool, little campground. I wonder if you can actually not do your own taxidermy, but your own cleanup. Hang an animal, drain it. Probably not. You want the full simulation. I think we can put the weapon away now. Rain line. You can see that heat shimmer as well. You're not picking up the grasses like you can down here. But that is pretty far. There we started.
Would you look at that view? Never gets old, I'm telling you. From up here, you can see a lot of great hunting spots in the area. Valmont's not only where Hope set up camp, it's also famous for the railroad bridges along the old North Pacific line. Keep an eye out for them if you can in between blacktail hunting. Or why not use them as vantage points? I once bagged a whitetail from the Runaki Bridge. Be sure to stop by one of the outposts. You can find pretty much anything you need there.
There's the outpost. Outpost. "13-minute walk." I'd say that's not. I thought these were animal tracks that I'd seen with the binoculars, but I think they might be points of interest, so POIs. Tracked animal coyote. Sure where that's coming from up there. So down by the water's edge, you're going to find animals that are drinking.
You
And
know,
the
I
outpost.
spotted some tracks earlier, close to where you're at right now. I'll send the coordinates.
That's looking pretty much at the outpost. Definitely before the water, so probably just can't see it. Just the trees are blocking the way. Okay, so there's nothing usable in here. It's just a place to come up high and have a look. Alright, well I'm not going to go to the outpost now because that's probably going to take me 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay. I'll do it, but I won't film the run there. Keep the videos a bit short, so that's where we're going. Let's put a place marker. Oh yeah. These waypoints are garbage. Let's see if I can, now that I can see where it is. No, can't see it. Alright, that's where I'm going. I'll see you in a sec. I'm just getting close to the cavern now, and I thought the outpost. During each region's outpost allows you to fast travel. Okay, that's good. But I just wanted you to see the views that I'm seeing here. Click on challenges and rest. Okay, cool. That was an eagle. It is a very nice looking landscape. And even the small things like these rocks. And this is with the graphics set everything on ultra. So if your computer is not super powerful, you may not be able to see some of these details. If you check my YouTube channel's About tab, you can see my full PC specs there.
Hey, you're catching on quickly. Nice place, right? You won't find a soft bed in many parts around here. Don't forget to stock up before heading out.
You restock your ammunition. Okay, so you can't actually use any of this, it's just atmospheric. Okay. Okay, so 12,000, 6,000. Stradivarius. 1.7mm Empress.
Hey there, you know that guy I mentioned earlier, Hope? Well, looks like he's been having a bit of a problem lately. He's been camping out over at Balmont a couple weeks, but coming back
Resurrection.
last night, he found his camp turned on its head. Some food was taken, and apparently the place looked like it had been really messed with. I don't know if it was an animal or some tourist troublemakers, but I'm up in Topeka all day and can't look into it. Listen, I know you probably have other plans, but you're in the right neck of the woods, and I'd sure be grateful if you could just stop on by and have a look.
Eve Bacoso 357. Rhino 454.
Hope showed up here 2 years ago. Said something about getting off the grid. I heard he lost his family in an accident while he was deployed overseas in the Army. Hit the poor guy hard. I guess out here you only need to look out for yourself. It's easier that way. Not the most cheerful fella, to be honest, but he's earned his peace for sure. Let's find out whoever did this.
Compound those too. 6,000. Aircore light. There's the different types of ammo. Right. On the tip. Soft point. And 12 gauge bird. 12 gauge buck. 12 gauge slug. So the bird shot should have a lot more pellets in each shell. Large amount of small pellets, yep. Short effective range, low trauma. And then the slug is the big pellet. Hmm. 300, 420, and 600 grain. Scopes, yep. Clothing does not affect how well animals can detect you. Unless you're playing multiplayer, you're not even going to see these. Unless there's some way going third person. More space. Okay. Storage. Character. Ryegrass ghillie suit. Cost anything for the ghillie suit? Garage, yes, there are quad bikes. And you need DLC for it. I have heard there is a bit of a dependency on DLC to really get the most out of this game. And games like it. I don't have an issue with DLC as long as it is worthwhile. DLC just for the sake of DLC, I don't like.
If you ever need a place to rest, there's a cabin in each outpost. I had them gutted and redone last season.
But including things like vehicles, additional weapons that are not like pay-to-win weapons, I don't have a problem with purchasing DLC for that reason. Okay, so we can sleep through the night. I'm not going to now because it's still daylight. Is there a way of telling the time? I will accept that. There you go, it's on the phone tablet, 11:52. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. So that's the end of that first look at the Hunter. I'm quite impressed with it. I think it definitely deserves a few more episodes. So I'm going to record, I'll do a little bit of reading off camera. I'm going to record a few more episodes, see if we can do some good exploration around this zone. Hunting the animals, the name of the game. Get a bit of money, hopefully get some new weapons. I wouldn't mind trying the bow just because it is a very different weapon compared to the rifles and the shotguns. Shotgun I'm not super impressed by, just with the close range. It could be it was a low power, although it was using buckshot. It just seemed, it did kill the deer, but it just seemed like it should have done a lot more damage at that short range. So, but then the pistol was the same. But the what was it called? The Hunter result screen, where you could see the shots and see the damage. I could see that the pistol shot to the head actually was just a neck wound and it was a flesh wound. But the shotgun to the back end was quite destructive, but not an instant kill. So I think it's just a matter of upgrading your weapons for that power feel. I've only used a shotgun in real life on a couple of occasions, and some rifles, which, as I said, was only a 22 small round. I'm not sure what it was. It was only about this big. The 22 SLR, I think it was a 202. It's possible there was a 303 in there. I'm not a hunter, so I couldn't say for sure. But the feeling that I got from shooting those felt like it should be a bit more powerful in game. But that's based off a very limited experience. So animation, landscape, the atmosphere of the game, spot on, can't fault it at all. The weapon power, that could change based on leveling up through the various weapons that the game provides. And depending on how well it goes, then we might look at getting some DLC and opening up some of the other the hunting zones or vehicles or weapons or whatever else is included. So if you like the video, please give it a like. If you want to see more of them, then subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.